What is your American dream?
My American dream is that, we have peace and equality for all. That we stop this border walls. Don't build walls, build bridges, as the Pope says. And I go along with what he says. That we open the doors to America, not just to special people.
I'm pursuing my dream that I've always had since I was a child and never could, which is to be a full-time musician. So I am living my dream.
I have my American dream. My father came here with $35 in his pocket. He died a millionaire, so that was my American dream.
My American dream. Take the lotto.
My American dream is to bring Little Italy back to what it was and to continue doing what we're doing.
I feel like my American dream is to be able to make art that represents all of America, not just the white middle to upper class America, so that people can see themselves represented and can see themselves as American and feel like everyone has a place here.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Groundhog Sam! Terry, I tell you, it was truly amazing. It was like a miracle. Brad and Belgium Kim and Yo-Yo Elias, they prayed. They actually prayed that the Democrats would do well in yesterday's election. And it happened. The Dems took back the House. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello everyone. I was just talking with my friend Terry here in the taxi cab calendar. I bonded with him. I was just telling him about what happened yesterday on the show. Yep, they actually prayed for the election results to be positive for the Democrats. And guess what happened? It worked.
God up in heaven.
Please.
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 Please, I can't handle 2 more years of this.
No more.
Please.
Please.
Just give us a Democratic majority somewhere.
Please.
Just one.
Amen. Okay.
Wow. I've never been a really religious groundhog, but now I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I should start talking to the big guy or gal up there. I'm always hoping magnanimously for peace, love, and understanding between people everywhere on the planet. But selfishly, I would also love a burrow filled with you-know-what pretzels. Maybe I could pray for both. I wonder if that would be okay. Anyway, the bottom line is the Dems won the House, which is very exciting. I know it gives hope to a lot of people who watch our show. So we're all pretty pleased around here. Did you miss yesterday's episode of Bradshaw Live? Well, in case you did, besides praying for the election results, Belgium Kim went to New York Comic-Con and we learned all about anime, comic books, and superheroes. And what we also learned is that people all over the world have a love of anime and comics. I would like to go next year. I don't know where my invitation was, Kim. Anyway, now the time you've all been waiting for. It's time for Bradshaw Live with Brad Bernstein, Belgium Kim, and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias. So here we go. Enjoy. So Terry, anyway, so what are you doing over the weekend? Maybe we could go hang out somewhere.
Welcome, everybody. It's Hump Day today, but also the day after the election. So we got a lot to get through because we have election news, politics news, and of course, our favorite news of the week, Hump Day news. Welcome, Belgium Kim, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias.
Hump
What's
Day.
going on?
Hi.
What's happening?
It's a post-election day, Hump Day, Brad.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay, on Hump Day.
Yeah.
What do you do after the show? I mean, we discuss Hump Day news.
Yeah.
Does anything happen, or is Hump Day end right at the end of the show?
I take a cold shower.
You take a cold shower. Good answer.
I light my incense.
You
and
like
pray.
Try to find some Jesus.
Right. Okay, both very good answers. I just go to the local bar and see. No, no.
Oh, we heard about your local bar stories.
So everybody, welcome, and you know what? Let's say hello to the squad.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start on YouTube today because usually I start on Facebook.
Yeah.
So we're going to start on YouTube. People who are watching at Brad Show Live, Bevan Smith says, hello, family. Afzal A. Hey, Brad Squad. Happy Hump Day. Afzal also wants to know what our take is on Jeff Sessions. I don't really have much of a take yet, but I'll give you my 30 seconds of thoughts on that so far. Johnny saying hello. Simone Garraway. Hi, guys. It's a sad day in the USA?
Depending on how you interpret it.
What happened that it's sad?
Maybe with like Florida, you know,
Maybe.
Gillum, and then Abrams,
Maybe.
and then Texas.
Well, we don't know yet. Okay, Georgia's still
Right.
being fought out.
Still right.
The Senate race in Florida, although Gillum lost, but the Senate race in Florida is still a toss-up.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe because people's hopes were so high, and you know, the Democrats, the liberals, the moderates won more than they lost. And the most important thing is that there's a check on Donald Trump's power. Prior to this, there was no check on his power. The Republicans in the Congress were a rubber stamp, and at least now in America, there's a check on his power, so he can't just steamroll and decide whatever he wants to do. And actually, we noticed that in his press conference today, which we'll talk about. He was a little testy, little orange guy. Was a little testy today.
He was.
Yes. So, Carol Anderson, how are you? And Chevy Collins saying, hey guys. Alicia Allen saying hello. Marissa, just happy. Marissa's happy, and she says,
good.
we did it, Brad.
Yes.
Okay. Andreen Smith saying hello. Herman Santil, just happy to see us.
Oh.
Not really concerned about the election, just happy to see us. And Papa Larry. Hi back, Papa Harry. Papa Larry. Okay, so on Facebook, because we're not done yet.
No.
We got a lot more people to say hello to.
Just getting started.
Just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
I may have to unbutton my jacket for the Facebook.
Oh my goodness me.
Oh my goodness me.
Jacket.
Yeah, because it's Hump Day, you know. Gotta get ready for after the show.
Yeah, it's
so Tamika Nelson saying, hey y'all. Malia Lobin Martin, Abigail Taylor Watson in the front row watching the show. Jella Shauna, Deion Watson, Deanna Love, Lynn Brown, what's going on? Shani Bay Smith, Princess Martin Uniqueness. Who else is watching right now? Barbara Lord and Carol Anderson, the Tiger watches on both. Jeff Bossy. Bossy, or is it Bose, or is it Bose, like the...
That's what I thought at first.
It's Bose, like the...
like the speakers.
Yes.
No. Bose.
Yeah, Jeff apologizing to the entire squad that he is sorry he is not up to par with his attendance.
That's true. He hasn't been.
He has not been.
Where have you been?
Noticed.
We have noticed, but we accept Jeff for the days that he comes.
Yes.
That's true.
Right? We just accept everybody for the days they come.
We accept him with open arms.
Meanwhile, Abigail Taylor Watson is home sick with the flu.
Now
now I don't know. So Tamika gave Abigail the flu. Is that what happens?
Are our comments contagious?
Comments could be contagious. I don't know.
Wow.
Well, feel better. Feel better, Abigail. And who else we got here? I said Barbara Lord, Sandra Thompson, Isaka Sally.
Yes.
We haven't seen Isaka, have we?
We haven't seen Isaka.
At least, I mean, maybe she's watching, but I haven't seen her in a while. And who else here? Lady Charles, Andreen Smith, Willie Williams, who watches every day.
Every day.
By the way, you know, today I did one of my free consultations with somebody who I can't discuss who and what they're talking about, but I did one of my free consultations. It was my first phone consultation of the day.
Were they excited?
They were very excited. They're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it!" And I'm like, "Yes, and it's free."
And it was free.
And it was free. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm talking about the free consultations. Yesterday, you guys did it. At least on Facebook, we got to now
800.
We did get to 800, but I will say that Facebook, I think, discounted some of the shares at the end. So if you actually look at yesterday's show, the final tally was 697, at least around midnight last night when I looked.
Really?
So I think Facebook, or maybe if it was shared into a group, somebody deleted the post or something. But
They still made
It doesn't matter.
No.
Okay? It's like football. You know football? You just got to cross the goal line.
Right.
It doesn't matter if the ball comes back out after.
That's a good.
Okay.
That's a great
Right.
analogy.
So this is. Well, I should have been a football coach. I would have been a great football coach.
I don't know if a solid command of analogies is the only thing you need.
That's really all you need to know. I mean, how bright do you have to be a football coach?
Maybe an analogy maker.
You know, it'd be great. You know, all you have to do is cross the goal line.
Right.
Come on, guys, do it for the Gipper. You know. I mean,
You would give a hell of a hype speech.
I would give her a great hype speech.
This is true.
Listen,
I'd probably say nothing, too.
I would say, listen, guys, it's not important whether you win or lose. Just don't come in second place. I mean, I have a lot of, you know.
Yeah.
And your favorite movie is Field of Dreams or
Field-
One of?
One of?
So,
Yes.
Oh man, yeah.
You know what my favorite stupid movie is? You know, everyone has like their favorite movie, you know, and then you have your favorite stupid movie.
What's your favorite?
Trading Places.
Trading Places isn't a stupid movie. It's a funny movie, but not a
Sorry.
stupid movie. But I'm saying stupid.
Oh, what is this?
The Waterboy.
Oh,
that's
The
amazing.
Waterboy
That's
is my
amazing.
favorite,
That's
and
a
it's
classic.
football. It is my favorite
is-
stupid movie. It's my favorite.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
Yeah, that's a classic.
That's a
No,
great
the best
movie.
is what part of the alligator am I eating right now?
yeah.
The knee.
Yeah.
Deanna Love. Who else? Lady. I said that. Belgium Kim is watching.
Hey.
Haven't seen Belgium Kim in the comments since yesterday. Since yesterday. I don't know.
never
Where have
here.
you been? Ma Dukes and let's see. Anybody else? Well, Fredo coming back every day. Marge Higgs. I'm telling you, Marge Higgs is giving Groundhog Sam a run for his money.
Yo,
Right.
that's a
Or
fact.
for her money. Groundhog Sam's supposed to be keeping count. Okay, I've yet to see any Groundhog Sam say anything about shares. Marge Higgs is right there.
She's been going at
42
it.
shares, going at it already.
Right.
She already said 60 shares.
Oh, man. Dornette Bryant, what's going on? Pauline Williams. Sorry to hear that Tamika's not well, but I would think that Tamika's got to start feeling better soon, right?
Surely, if not,
Right.
go to the doctor.
Yeah, you got to get to the
Tamika.
doctor and get some Tamiflu if you're not, you gave it to poor Abigail already, for the comments. Yvonne Steele, I said First Lady Leah.
Yep.
Anybody else here that I see quickly? There's so many comments. Sometimes you pass over people.
Kamisha Thilwell.
Oh, yeah, I see her. Elsa Leslie. Elsa Leslie says she still has her free consultation.
That's
she hasn't
right.
used it yet.
That's
She looks like she's
Hanging
ready
on
to.
to
though.
Now there is no expiration of the free consultation.
Brad's expiration.
Right, but I may retire before Elsa decides to have the free consultation. Once I'm retired, that's it. Janet Brown, David Fisher. What's going on, David Fisher? And Melissa Mellis say, hey, Brad, bless up. Oh, what about this? Sherelle, Liz Short Boss. Have we seen Sherelle?
Yeah.
Lee Short Boss before?
Yeah, she asked a couple questions yesterday.
Yes? Okay,
Yeah.
good. I don't know if I've seen her in the comments.
Welcome
Well, welcome.
back.
Welcome. Because
Welcome.
I don't remember seeing her in the comments. And Tamika says she is getting better, so apparently does not need any Tamiflu.
Because
So
we'll
there you got
bring
it.
it to you, girl.
So there you got it. All right, so we got a lot to do today.
Yeah.
We got a lot to cover.
Yep.
Let's see if anybody is. We have like 6, 7 people on hold already
Woo.
for immigration questions. We got to talk about politics.
Yep.
We can't not talk about Hump Day.
We can't not.
Okay,
they're all
so
things.
allowed.
some of the people on hold, you're gonna have to wait through Hump Day. It's my
Right.
favorite part of the week.
We look
All
forward
right?
to this.
Right.
It's what keeps
I mean,
us
Hump
going.
Day is great,
Yeah.
and then you see on Thursday how relaxed I am. Right? I'm very relaxed on Thursday, right?
I wonder why.
I don't know why, because Wednesday's Hump Day, you know?
You let out all that pent
You
up
let
energy.
all that pent-up energy, right?
What's wrong with us?
Something wrong with us, right?
Do you ever look back at the show like, what the hell are we doing? What is this?
I know exactly what we're doing. We're answering immigration questions. We're helping as many people as we can. And before we do that, we just kind of be silly and laugh, right?
That's perfect.
All right. So, but number one, the Democrats did win the House of Representatives. They have a check on power on Donald Trump. Donald Trump, for immigration purposes, is not. He can say whatever he wants. He can say end family immigration. He can say, we're not going to allow anybody to get a green card. But guess what? There has to be a law that passes for that to happen. So anything extraordinarily negative that Donald Trump is going to want to do as far as immigration is concerned, he's not going to be able to pass through the House of Representatives with the Democrats. So for immigrants and immigration, you have to believe within the margins, everything's going to be status quo for another 2 years. Now I say within the margins because Donald Trump still has power over DACA. He has looked to end it. DACA is a program by executive order. It didn't require congressional approval. He's trying to end it, except the courts have said no, it can't end. Donald Trump can try to arrest and deport more people, but they still are entitled to a deportation hearing, and it's still entitled to relief from deportation, whether it's cancellation of removal, whether it's adjustment of status, whether it's 212C waiver, asylum, withholding of removal, convention against torture. So all of those laws are not going anywhere. So when people say, all right, for the next 2 years, there's going to be a lot of rhetoric. There will be outside of the margins, you may see more people getting deported, more people getting hassled, maybe harder to get visas. But for the person who is in America, the laws are not changing. The laws are not changing.
Some good news.
So that is some good news.
Absolutely.
All right, and there was a lot of historic firsts.
Yeah.
There were a lot of historic firsts that happened in this election, and I think we would be remiss if we didn't discuss it. First of all, one of the most historic firsts is the first Muslim women have been elected to Congress. Both Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar. Rashida's from Michigan, and Ilhan is from Minnesota. 2 female Muslim women, the first ever elected to Congress. In addition, the first Korean American woman was elected to Congress. She happens to be a Republican, but she won her seat in California on Tuesday. She is the first Korean American woman ever elected to Congress. One of the things you're going to see here as we go through all the firsts is a pattern. Let's see if we can catch the pattern. It's going to be quite obvious. The first Native American women elected to Congress, 2 of them, Deb Haaland and Sharice Davids. Deb and Sharice won seats in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, becoming the first 2 Native American women in Congress. Haaland is a Democrat from New Mexico, and she is a member of the Laguna Pueblo tribe, and she is still paying off her student loans at age 57. Wow. She was at one time on food stamps. Wow. She is now a member of Congress. David's a Democrat and a member of the Ho-Chunk Nation, also makes history not only as one of the first Native American women, but the first openly LGBT representative from the great state of Kansas to be elected, and as well as the first openly LGBT woman of color in Congress. So congratulations, and the women just keep rolling on. So if you haven't seen it yet, okay, Catalina Cruz, the first dreamer. She's not even a permanent resident of the United States. She ran for New York State Assembly. She was allowed to run under New York State law. She is from Jackson Heights. She becomes the first dreamer to be elected to any position of national or state importance. Congratulations to Catalina. Veronica Escobar and Sylvia Garcia, they become Texas's first 2 Latina congresswomen. Wow. Escobar, a former El Paso County judge, and Garcia, a state senator, became the first 2 Latina congresswomen representing Texas on Tuesday. Both are Democrats. We're not done yet with the women.
The girl power.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, which she has been in the news.
Absolutely.
All right. Almost everybody knows her. She's a New Yorker. She won the Democratic nomination in Queens, and there was a foregone conclusion that she was going to win the election. And Abby Finkenauer, where is Abby from? I'm not exactly sure. But both of them become the youngest women ever at age 29.
From Iowa.
Right. Too young for me to even date.
29.
Right.
That's
and they're in Congress.
Do you know what that would mean, Brad? That would mean that for me to meet that same benchmark, I need to be on the ticket in 2020. I'm about to celebrate my 27th birthday.
Right, yes.
In 2020.
You never know.
Belgium,
I need to be on a ticket.
Belgium Kim is going to be on the ticket.
You never know.
Not my path,
yes,
I think.
she's not going to do it.
I don't think I'm going to be able to.
The first Belgian woman under 30 to serve in Congress.
Wow.
Jared Polis, he is now the new governor of Colorado. He is also the first openly gay governor in the United States of America. Polis was previously an entrepreneur who founded BlueMountain.com and Pro Flowers, and everybody sees Pro Flowers on the internet. And he and his partner have 2 kids, also making Polis the first openly gay parent in office as governor.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We're not done yet.
Are you serious?
We are not done yet.
Ah.
Okay. Angie Craig became the first openly lesbian mother in Congress. Craig, a Democrat in Minnesota, unseated her opponent, Representative Jason Lewis, a Republican, who has compared gay people to rapists and called bathroom access for transgender students an abomination.
Yeah, Jason Lewis is a particularly reprehensible human.
Yeah.
So lucky a queer woman.
Right. We're not done yet, Belgium.
Not yet?
All right, it goes. The women keep rolling on and on and on.
Yes,
so maybe people are disappointed that the Democrats did not take over the Senate.
Right.
I think they lost 1 or 2 seats. They were expected to lose a lot more because they were all of the seats on the Senate side, almost all of them were in Republican country.
Right.
So I feel that as a Democrat, we were very lucky just to lose 1 or 2 of them.
Yes.
In the meantime, Marsha Blackburn became the first woman elected to Senate in Tennessee. Tennessee Republican Marsha Blackburn beat out former Governor Phil Bresden, a Democrat, making her the state's first woman senator.
Wow.
So maybe the 2018 midterm elections, maybe the overriding theme is not, was Donald Trump repudiated? Was Donald Trump have a problem? But perhaps the overriding theme is the women are starting to get in charge. Johanna Hayes becomes Connecticut's first black congresswoman. It just goes on and on and on. Hayes was a 2016 National Teacher of the Year, a former teen mother, and now Connecticut's first black congresswoman.
Wow.
What a day for women of color.
It is a day for women, minorities, LGBTs, women in general. And it's not, it's Native Americans, Asians, Latinas, African Americans.
The sweep is real.
I mean, I have one.
What?
We have the first man ever of Eritrean descent elected into Congress, won by a blowout in Colorado.
Really?
Yes, his name is Joe Nagus, and his family came from Eritrea, just like my family did, as refugees from the Civil War.
That's amazing. Yes. Congratulations to him. I didn't have this.
Exactly.
I did not even have this on my cards.
Eritreans coming.
All right, but I'm going to keep shouting out the women, though.
Yes.
All right. Kristi Noem became South Dakota's first woman governor. She beat out Republican Representative she is a Republican, but she became the first woman governor in South Dakota's history. She won an uncommonly tight race against Democrat Billy Sutton, and she became the first woman governor of South Dakota. And finally, Janet Mills became the state of Maine's first woman governor as well. Wow. Mills, a Democrat, is now the first woman to ever be elected governor in Maine. She previously served in the state house and was the first woman in Maine elected as state attorney general. So, that That was quite a result. Quite a result from what we saw even a decade ago.
Absolutely.
With few women, with women, very little representation, and almost all of the U.S. Senate and almost all of the House of Representatives being white men.
Right.
I remember in 1985, I worked when I was in 11th grade for a congressman. His name was Congressman Clay, and he was a black congressman out of Missouri. And I worked for him for about 6 months, going to school and working for him. It was about four, I don't want to say 6 months, but about 4.5 months.
Yeah.
From like, the last 2 months of school I was allowed to do back down in Washington, D.C., plus work for him over the summer. And I remember back then, he was part of the, I guess, what do they call it? The Black Congressional Caucus.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe there was eight black men, 9 black men in all of the Congress, 7, 8, 9, something like that. This is going back to the 1980s, mid-1980s.
Yeah.
And look what we have now. It's, women, people of color, of all. It's if you would say, what would you call this? You would call it almost like what Jesse Jackson said, the Rainbow Coalition, almost the rainbow election. I don't know, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, talking about women. Minnesota Republican Representative Jason Lewis. He was the Republican congressman in Minnesota. He once lamented that he was very upset that, that he was not able to call women sluts.
Oh my God.
This man now lost to a woman.
Yeah, damn right
yes,
he did.
And it was a dead heat, but he ended up losing to Democrat Angie Craig by more than 5 percentage points. So the man who says, boy, what's wrong with America today? We can't call women sluts anymore. Guess what? No, you can't. And guess what? You are now not in office because you're an idiot.
Because you're an absolute moron.
Right.
Oh my God.
When radio host Rush Limbaugh called women's rights activist and then graduate student Sandra Fluke a slut in February 2012, this is how it all happened.
Yeah.
Lewis repeatedly expressed disbelief that people could no longer refer to women as sluts on the Jason Lewis Show, a radio program he hosted from 2009 to 2014 with the tagline, America's Mr. Right. Well, Mr. Right, you is wrong.
Wrong.
All right, you are wrong in every way, shape, or form.
Oh my God.
What else is happening? Historic firsts, we already did.
We did.
Right? Now, we don't know what's going to happen in Georgia.
Yeah.
The Stacey Abrams, who was running on the Democratic ticket to be the first black woman to be the governor of Georgia, she is in a tight race. She is down by 68,000 votes, with 99% of the precincts reporting as of around 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon before we came on the air.
Right.
If neither, now the candidate Kemp only has 50.4% of the vote. If neither candidate receives 50%, then it could be a runoff. So Kemp is claiming victory, but Stacey Abrams says, wait a second, not so fast. She is not conceding yet, and there is a possibility that there will be a runoff in Georgia come December. We'll see what happens.
Good for her.
Now, in New York, in the New York City congressional seat, there was one Republican in all of New York City who was his name was Dan Donovan, and he lost. He lost to a newcomer, Army veteran Max Rose, a moderate Democrat. Beat Dan Donovan. He represented most of Staten Island. So now New York's congratulations to Max Rose. He was wounded in Afghanistan in 2013. He beat the odds of not only surviving his wounds, but also beating Dan Donovan. And now, certainly for the people of New York City, every member of the congressional caucus from New York City is in fact a Democrat.
That's amazing.
Florida, in other polling news, Florida has restored ex-felon voting rights.
Oh, that makes me so
Florida
happy.
voters during Tuesday's midterm elections approved Amendment 4, automatically restoring voting rights in the state for people previously convicted of felonies.
Nice.
Based on the Sentencing Project's 2016 estimates, this benefits more than 1 million people.
Wow.
The organization estimated in 2016 that nearly 1.5 million people in Florida have completed felony sentences but can't vote.
Wow.
As far and because blacks are disproportionately arrested in the United States of America over whites, what that Florida law did was basically disenfranchise men of color.
Exactly.
Okay? My opinion, if you are serving a sentence, you don't deserve to vote. If you're on probation, I don't know what this amendment is, but I'll give you my 2 cents.
Yeah.
If you're on probation, probation is still serving a sentence. You don't deserve to vote.
Yeah.
You resolved your issues.
Yeah.
You are allowed to vote. You're allowed to travel.
Absolutely.
You did your punishment. You did the crime. You did your time, and now move on. That punishment shouldn't carry on for the rest of your life.
You've paid your debt.
You paid your debt to society.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I graduated Michigan, by the way, talking about voting. I went to University of Michigan, Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
I graduated 28 years too early.
Too early?
Too early, because Michigan and Missouri became the 10th and 11th states, I believe, to legalize marijuana.
Yes, you're right. You did.
I graduated way too early. I should be graduating now. And other states were still debating legal pot. Late Tuesday, Utah became the 32nd state to legalize medical marijuana use.
Yeah.
But Missouri and Michigan, if you got them, smoke them.
Yes.
All right. And what else is happening in? Jeff Sessions. So right after this vote,
crazy, yeah.
Yeah, right after this election, Donald Trump asked Jeff Sessions to resign, and if you didn't resign, I'm going to fire you.
Right.
So Jeff Sessions wrote Donald Trump a letter about 2 or 3 hours later that said, "At your request, I am submitting my resignation." Now this was done because of the Russia and the Mueller inquiry.
Yeah.
Donald Trump did not like the fact that Jeff Sessions allowed the Mueller inquiry to begin. Now, to Jeff Sessions' credit, I don't like the guy. I think he's a little weasel.
He's such a weasel.
But to Jeff Sessions' credit, he does not work. He is not the attorney, the personal attorney for Donald Trump. He is the U.S. attorney. He is the attorney for the United States of America, in which Donald Trump is the president.
Yeah.
But he is not Donald Trump's personal attorney, which is where Donald Trump gets it wrong. So actually, Jeff Sessions followed the law. That if there is an investigation, even based on the guy who hired me to do the job, it should be done because I represent the United States of America. I am not Donald Trump's personal attorney.
Right.
With that said, the number 2 guy should be Rod Rosenstein, should now be the U.S. attorney. He is leading the Mueller investigation, and Donald Trump passed over him.
Right.
Because he doesn't like Rosenstein either. Because Rosenstein is now leading the investigation with Mueller into what happened with the Russian collusion.
Right.
And he now put Jeff Sessions' right-hand man, the guy by the name of Matthew Whitaker. I don't know anything about him personally. I've never actually heard his name before. But now we're going to hear a lot about him. He is now the interim U.S. attorney. Donald Trump, I believe, is doing this to try to get somebody in there that is more sympathetic to him to try to either end or curtail or reduce the Russia investigation. Now, if in fact this guy, Matthew Whitaker, does not have any conflicts of interest, he will be taking over the Russia investigation from Rod Rosenstein. Because Rod Rosenstein is now still the number 2 guy.
Oh, wow.
All right, so we don't know what's going to happen with all of this. It's possible Rod Rosenstein may resign if he's taken off. We don't know what Rod Rosenstein knows. We don't know what Jeff Sessions knows, but certainly they are free to talk once they do resign. We also have Mueller. We don't know what he knows, but even if he were to be fired, he is then free to talk about what he has learned over 2 years.
Right.
We also have a Democratic Congress, House of Representatives, that is in charge of impeaching presidents, and certainly they are going to open up additional investigations into all of this. So Donald Trump, despite the fact of trying to end the Russia investigation by sacking Jeff Sessions may very well have made it harder for him.
Right.
You imagine the backlash of him ending an investigation into himself, and everybody would say, yeah, that sounds okay. You can't be okay, especially when we have a check on power with the House of Representatives.
Yeah.
What else do we have here? Oh, finally, as a segue into our Hump Day News.
Oh, is that the Hump Day stack?
That is the Hump Day stack. All right, the Hump Day stack. The final thing in from the elections is that the dead pimp, Dennis Hoff, from the Bunny Ranch, even though he's dead and he was a pimp, still won the House of Representatives congressional district. Nevada?
What the hell are you doing?
Because they're all partying there all the time. I mean, you're in a casino. You don't know if it's day, it's night. How the hell are you gonna know? How the hell are you gonna know who to vote for?
You stumble into the voting booth.
With like glitter all over your face. You don't know what the hell's going on.
You're like
I'm 6 chicks. Yeah, I'll vote for the dead pimp. Right.
Oh, hello.
Oh, we're not there yet.
All right.
We are not there yet. Excuse me. So that's what's going on there. Meanwhile, apparently, as we get into our Hump Day news, I'll let you wax poetically, the both of you, about this. Apparently, politics plays a role in who we fantasize about in bed.
What?
Yes. Justin LaMiller, a research fellow at the Kinsey Institute, cited data from the largest and most comprehensive survey of sexual fantasies ever conducted in the United States of America. And it shows that Republicans and Democrats are turned on by different fantasies.
Wow.
Yes. While both people who identify as both Republican and Democrat fantasize at the same rate. They have sexual fantasies several times a week.
What?
The themes of those fantasies are divided along party lines. For example, Republicans generally fantasize about things that like infidelity, orgies, and partner swapping.
Dirty Republicans.
Yes. Democrats, on the other hand, they're just as dirty. Okay, they fantasize about tying people up, a BDSM, some leather, and some dungeon play.
So basically saying everybody's nasty.
Right. So if you're a Republican, you just want to be in a big gangbang, and if you're a Democrat, you just want to be completely tied up and that's whipped by some person in leather. Yeah. I have no idea why this makes our life better, knowing this knowledge.
And
why anybody would actually even research this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it is quite comical, nevertheless.
It's really hard for me not to ask whether it really falls true for you guys, but I won't because I don't want that question back to me. We'll call ourselves all independents and be done with it.
Yes. Oh my God. And meanwhile, the survey also asked participants to name politicians they had fantasies about.
Oh.
The #1 fantasy woman, Sarah Palin.
No way.
I can see that.
Popular choices for men included John F. Kennedy, Bill Clinton, and the #2, by the way, behind Sarah Palin was Nikki Haley, the United Nations rep, and #3, Hillary Clinton.
Get out of here. That's a lie.
It's not a lie. It's in my card.
I'm on Team Hillary.
If it's in my card, it's not a lie.
I mean,
Hillary, I know Barack Obama, Jackie O.
But she's not really. She was a political figure, but she was just the wife of a political figure. Like, she never ran or held office. Now, Barack Obama, however, more than a few times a week, Barack. More than a few times a week.
He's still a lot of women's fantasy.
Oh, today, tomorrow, forever. Barack, I love you. Call me.
Meanwhile, the new thing now is mermaids. Mermaids are making a big comeback.
I know. I love the Mermaid Parade.
Yeah, the Mermaid Parade in Brooklyn. They're making a big comeback, except there's a problem for some of the mermaids. The merverts, which are the worst part of their job. Professional mermaid. She's professional, because there are no amateur mermaids out there. Okay, a professional mermaid they're saying they're being bombarded with unwanted attention from merverts who have sexual fetish fantasies about being with an aquatic creature.
But
I mean, I feel like that kind of goes with the territory of being a mermaid. Like,
you're supposed to be
you're
sexy.
supposed to be sexy and like
Right.
fantasized about.
Yes.
Because you're a fantasy.
Right. But
Come on.
But
you don't.
But where's the feet?
Right, like, where's exactly?
That's not what you're really
I
asking.
see what you're asking.
That's not what you're really asking.
Where's the
Not
feet?
what you're asking.
Yes. I mean,
She can still speak.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
I mean, you
She has
know,
a mouth.
from my perspective, right? She has a mouth, but yes, from my perspective, exactly where does the fish body end and the female woman body begin? You know, that would really make a big difference for me.
Ask a mervert.
That would make a big difference for me on whether I would want to be a mermaid or not.
You know, the first time.
Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias.
No.
Well, certainly the mermaid.
No.
Certainly the mermaid has a mouth and
Yes.
swims in water and is very wet. But we don't know. Swims in water is very wet. But we don't know.
No.
We do not know where the body ends or begins.
It's like right under the belly button.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if it's right under the belly button, then we got a major problem, you guys.
I do not know.
Like I said,
my
your mouth always works too. So
I do not know.
the first time I had to like check my brothers, because I have 3 big brothers, and sometimes I have to check their male privilegeness, and they used to call ugly women mermaids.
Really?
Because they were half woman, half tuna.
Oh, come on.
Are
Like
you
she
sure?
was, just because she was gross in the face.
Are you sure
This
it's
is
ugly
as-
or smelly?
Yeah, this is, you know,
Gross in the face.
as Marcia McCalla says, this is a lot to take in tonight.
There's a lot. We've gone
And
through a lot.
by the way, Marcia, I don't approve this. This is, you know, like you ever see those congressional video, you know, ads.
I approve
Yeah,
this
I approved.
message.
I did not approve any of this. I have seen
Yeah.
this. I honestly do not see the news. All right, do I see any of this beforehand?
No.
You don't, but you are not allowed to say that you don't have a choice to read them
That's
or not.
right. I do have well, I skipped
That
over
part.
a few of them that were just beyond the pale of even good taste.
Nothing is beyond.
It was beyond the pale of
Nothing
good
is
taste.
beyond.
All right, let me ask you a question. Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias.
Yeah, ask
Should
me
I
that.
have discussed what it feels like to break your penis, or is that beyond? Is that not good taste? I
think
skipped
that's
over that
definitely-
story.
I think that's definitely beyond.
Yes.
I
See,
think we all know what that feels like.
Exactly.
I don't know what that feels like, and I don't want to know what it feels like.
I'm
to
sure
break.
we all would
think. But
of what it
women
feels.
would not know what it.
Yeah,
what
look at that. Even looking at that,
That
I
is
don't-
disgusting.
yeah.
How we even have this picture up?
Okay.
All right.
You guys, this is only because it makes you squirm. The idea,
does.
the sheer idea.
All right. Well, two things, guys. Two things.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, Marge
Oh
Higgs.
God.
What is that?
X-ray.
That's the X-ray of the broken penis. We didn't even discuss the.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
I
How
don't
does that
wanna
even
know
happen?
how that happened.
Do you
Nah.
now I got to read the
Now
card
you
to see
gotta
how
know
that
how did that
happened.
happen.
I put the card down. How did this happen? Sex.
Sex. Typical.
Yeah, the guy was having sex, and unfortunately, they got into a position that broke his penis.
Missed the target there, cowboy.
There he is.
Oh, that's him.
There
And
he is.
he showed us?
Look how happy he is before
Right.
he broke his penis.
Definitely wasn't
All right,
happy
this is a
after.
picture of him
But I was gonna say
pre-broken penis.
Wait, so now I have to know.
What?
Does his penis still work? Did they
I
fix
don't.
the penis?
I don't know. I gotta
See,
read
we
this.
we can't go half into
Yeah.
this story.
Yeah. 4 months and 2 surgeries later.
Oh.
Okay, both the internal and external stitches are done.
Oh my God,
He is
they got
He's as good as new, and he is ready for the ladies. He says.
Already?
He is ready. He is ready. All right.
Oh my God.
Okay, good.
So, any event.
What a hump day.
Jeez. I think I need a cold shower now.
See, I told you.
Can we run an old show? I'm gonna go take a cold shower and be right back. So yesterday we did get to 800 shares.
We did.
Yes.
With 750 shares. 800.
Yeah, but we got
We
to
got to
800.
We got to 800
yeah.
shares, so we did promise a free consultation for everybody who watched yesterday. Here's the problem. I'm happy to do it, but we did not clean out the machine today. We were just very busy with the election and Hump Day news and everything that we were unable to clean out the machine and get the actual people who made 2 comments yesterday. We did not want to do anything underhanded and pull out from the machine somebody who may win a free consultation who may not have made 2 comments yesterday. So we want to be honest and fair with everybody. So tomorrow, I promise you, for yesterday's win, that we will pull out of the machine tomorrow. So watch tomorrow. Somebody who watched on Tuesday night will on Thursday evening win a free consultation.
That's right.
But Marge Higgs has us at 118 shares, and as well as Groundhog Sam has us at 118 shares as well. And what I will do is this, since we have to pick out the machine tomorrow anyway. If you leave 2 comments today, we will put you in the machine as well. Only if you get to 800 shares again, and then we will not pull out a second free consultation. We're going to pull out 3 consultations.
Oh, wow.
We just got to get to 800 shares today as well. I will pick out a 4th free consultation if we get to 120 simultaneous views on YouTube. So before we get to our immigration questions and answers, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, Belgium Kim, tell everybody what's going to happen tomorrow. We already have 1 free consultation. It's a value of $200. And we potentially could have 3 more free consultations. Yeah. We potentially tomorrow can give away 4 free consultations tomorrow if we get to certain analytical thresholds.
Brad, that's $800. You're going to give out $800.
That is correct. So while you are telling them that, I have a little garbage pail here, and I'm going to vomit thinking about this. Okay, so let me just vomit, and then I'll be okay.
Just turn your mic off.
Just turn my mic off first, while you tell them how I give away all this stuff for free.
You guys. You're going to hit that share.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm okay now.
Mic off harder, You guys are going to hit that share button on the bottom or the top of your page, depending on what device you're watching on, and you're going to share it to groups that you're a member of, to friends' timelines, obviously to your own timeline, in private messages, and you're going to tell them to watch Brad Show live, and once they start hopping on, to share.
Yeah. And if you guys, so all you guys have to do is get to 800 shares on Facebook. Get to 800 shares, then we're going to add 2 more consultations. As you can hear, Brad is hurting right now. So that is 2 more on top of the one that you guys already won. And then 120 simultaneous views on YouTube, which is so easy because you guys can definitely
We're already
do that.
at 70 views on YouTube.
We're already at 70, and then there's 102 people watching on Facebook. If everybody goes to YouTube at the same time, you guys can get up to 4 free consultations.
All right, I got it all out.
All the tuna?
Yeah, I had bad sushi for lunch today, apparently.
It was a bad
You know what? You never go to the mobile gas station to order sushi, okay? It's, right? You ever see that at the gas station?
Yes.
They got some sushi?
Yes,
You're like,
I never got it.
Who's buying the sushi at the gas station?
I gotta be honest, it doesn't even need to be a gas station. Any non-sushi place, sushi is off limits. Dwayne Reed sushi, off limits to me.
Can you imagine? Because the guy changing the carburetor in the mechanic shop is like also
and then he's rolling your sushi?
He's rolling the sushi.
No. Not sesame seeds, car oil.
All right, so we got a lot of people on hold, and we got to do actually what this show is all about, which is answer your immigration questions. So if you call right now at 1-800-529-5465, we're going to get some answers as long as you have immigration questions. Adrian has been waiting 50 minutes from Marietta, Georgia. I hope I have a good answer for him. Adrian.
Hi, what's up, Brad?
What's going on?
Hi, guys. How are you guys doing?
What's up, Adrian?
Well, there's one more first. It's the first time for me calling in and the first time watching on Facebook.
Wow. Wow. All right. A new viewer. A new viewer. All right, Adrian.
Yeah.
What's your question? Hopefully we can help you.
All right. My spouse, she's a green card holder, and I'm from Jamaica on a B2 visa. I'm still current. I've not overstayed as yet. Okay. So we're planning to put the documents together to file, but I need to know, is there a sequential order in which you file your documents to the immigration office?
Well, what do you plan on doing? Do you plan on staying or you plan on traveling back and forth?
I'm planning on staying.
Okay. And how long has you're married, right?
No, we're not married yet.
You will be shortly getting married. Okay. Right, so let me ask you a first question. How long have you been in the United States of America?
I'm over the 90 days. I've been here since
good.
July.
So you listen. Good. Number two, how long has your future wife had a green card?
10 years, because she's currently renewing it.
Why is she not filing for her citizenship?
Well, I need to ask her that then. So I should.
Okay, so because this is the story. Okay, if you overstay and you want to get your green card in America, she has to become a citizen. Okay. So even before you guys get married, tomorrow, Friday, Monday, Tuesday at the latest, she's got to file for her citizenship. Because it takes almost a year now to become a citizen. You are going to get married. Let me tell you how this is going to work, okay? Because you're going to have some hard times ahead of you. But I'm going to explain how it's going to work, okay? Yes. The first thing that has to happen, and it has to happen immediately, she has to file her citizenship, because if she never becomes a citizen, you're going back to Jamaica to get your green card. And, and you want to be able to get it here, I presume. Okay?
Yes.
Number two. So number one, she's going to file her citizenship. Okay? Yes. Then you guys are going to get married when the mood strikes. Okay? Hopefully you get married on Hump Day Wednesday, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Okay? Okay. So you get married. She's going to file an I-130 visa petition for you as the spouse, as you are the spouse of a permanent resident. You're going to be on a waiting list. So there's going to be two things into immigration. There's going to be her citizenship going down one pathway and your I-130 visa petition going down another pathway. The reason, now, the reality is, whether you file the I-130 now or wait for her to become a citizen, assuming she becomes a citizen, you're going to get the green card on the same day. It's not going to make much of a difference. However, I am telling you to file the I-130 when you get married. And the reason is this. What if she never becomes a citizen? Then you will be waiting forever for a green card. It'll never happen for you. So at least when you file the I-130 visa petition, you know that in 2.5 years, you're going to get a green card. Now, she's going to become a citizen in 1 year. You're going to upgrade the I-130 visa petition. At that point, you're going to file an adjustment of status application. When you file the adjustment of status, you become legal. You're entitled to your work permit, your social, your driver's license, and then ultimately you will get your green card. Why I say there will be a little pain is because you are going to be out of status for maybe 6-9 months waiting on her citizenship. The longer it takes for her to become a citizen, the longer you are going to be out of status, which is why the most important thing in this entire process is for her to file her citizenship as quickly as possible.
Okay, thank you very much.
Was that a thorough answer?
Yes, do nothing else. Get the citizenship up and running.
Correct. Correcto mundo, as they say in my household. All right?
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Hold on if you need help. All right, let's go to Shelly in Queens, New York. Shelly.
Hello.
What's going on?
Hi, good evening.
How are you?
I am great.
I am great, too. Thanks for asking, by the way, even though you didn't. I just wanted to tell you I was great also. What's going on?
Hi. I'm also a first-time caller.
First-time caller, long-time listener?
First-time listener as well.
Oh, you're a first-time listener as well, too. Wow, we're getting a whole new group of people in.
My friend just shared it with me.
Boy, so, you picked a good day, Hump Day, to start watching, right? Hump Day's always a fun day.
Wait, Shelly, who shared it with you? She said her friend shared it.
Well, we don't know what friend. But let her ask her question.
Yeah.
Okay, Shelly.
Okay, so my thing is, I recently did my interview, my green card interview. The interview went well. However, they said they requested more evidence, proof of evidence of the relationship.
Okay, so where do you live in New York or in Connecticut?
Georgia.
Oh, you live in Georgia. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got what's called, I guess, a NOID, which is a notice of intent to deny, and they say you have 30 days to prove it's a real marriage, right?
No, they gave me 90 days.
They gave you 90 days. Okay, good. In Connecticut, they do 30. Okay, so they gave you 90 days. You got to prove you got to prove two things. You got to prove you live together, and you got to prove you have an economic relationship together. So how do you prove you live together? You get letters from the landlord, letters from the neighbors, affidavits from the neighbors, and you have pictures of you and your husband on different days, in different outfits, on different months and different seasons, living together, showing you have a life. Okay?
Yeah, we do have a life. We have pictures and everything.
Okay, so you just keep, you know what? In this type of situation, it's volume. Okay? So I know, like, for instance, people have come to me and they said, I submitted my credit card bill to them. It shows me and my husband have a credit card together. And I say, great, except you submitted the August credit card bill. You submitted 1 month's bill. Submit 3 straight years of bills. Show month after month after month, you guys are together. It's not like this all of a sudden, you know, we decide to get a credit card bill because we had to prove something to you. So you need to show over a length of time as well as volume. In addition, go ahead.
That's the thing. We've been together for like 3 years now. We've been married for a year and a half. But we never had anything shared like that. We only had a checking account together, which
so let me ask you a question.
Well, because he manages money poorly.
Shelley, I understand that. Okay, and a lot of people manage their money poorly, and they don't like to commingle their funds. But you live together in the same household, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I want you to listen and do less talking. And the reason why I want you to listen and do less talking is there's no attorney-client privilege between me and you. Okay. So there's hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of people listening at this very moment to us. So I want you to do less talking and more listening. Every day, you can answer my questions. Every day, the mailman comes to your home, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And he delivers or she delivers mail for you at your address, and also delivers mail for your husband. Whether it's junk mail, sometimes you get junk mail from the local store, or the mattress thing, leave off the last S for savings, or whatever you're getting. There is a document that says Shelley lives at this address, and there's something else that says the man lives at this address. Just because it's not jointly, submit every piece of mail you've ever gotten in your life showing that you're both at that same address, even if the letters are mailed to you individually.
Okay.
Show your checking account. You said you do have a joint checking account. Show it. Show it month after month after month. Show your joint tax returns. There's lots of things that you can do, and maybe perhaps you would want to have a consultation because this is your one opportunity to do it right. Okay? So hold on 1 second, Shelley, okay?
Oh, okay.
And what do you think of the show so far? First time listening and watching.
Informative.
Informative. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Entertaining. Funny.
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. I don't like to put words in your mouth, but okay, I will. Hold on 1 second. All right. Let's see. Ellie in Atlanta, Georgia. Ellie. Eli in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, Mr. Bernstein, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Mr. Bernstein, I'm a TPS recipient from Haiti.
Okay.
And I'm trying to adjust my status under 245I.
What qualifies you to adjust your status under 245I?
Back in 1990, my dad filed a petition, an I-130 for me.
He did? Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, and what happened with that case?
But he passed away, so they had to revoke it.
Okay, that's fine, but it was approved, right?
It was approved,
okay,
yes.
Fine, so you're 245I, wonderful. And what's the problem?
I have a removal order, though, back in 2001.
Okay, so then you cannot adjust your status till you reopen your case. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to, I assume you're doing it based on marriage?
What?
You now want to get a green card based on marriage, or what is the basis that you want to get a green card on? I know about the 245I that grandfathers you in, but what is the basis that you're getting a green card on?
My mother filed a petition.
Your
for
mother
me,
filed,
back
and that is approved as well.
Yes, in 2015.
Okay,
yes.
and all right, so you need to make a motion to reopen your deportation hearing, your removal hearing. Most likely, it's going to have to be what's called a joint motion, where you ask the trial attorneys to join in to reopen your case. Show that humanitarian reasons why this case should be open. Maybe your mother is elderly and needs your help. Obviously, it's a problem to go. Obviously, it's a problem to go back to Haiti. Maybe there's economic issues. What?
Question. Yes. I came here with a visitor's visa. The removal order is because a political asylum case was denied.
Okay. All right. So it still has to be reopened. Okay. And then once it's reopened, everything goes smoothly from there. Hold on if you need help. All right.
Okay.
All right.
And the I-212, what is that? Do I need to file that too?
No.
I-212?
No, because that's to re-enter the United States after a prior order of deportation. You don't need that because you're not re-entering. You need to reopen your case so you can adjust. Hold on 1 second. So the 212 is not anything you need. Let's go to Kimberly in Brooklyn, New York. Kimberly.
Hello.
Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, Brad. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
I have a question. So I just got married to my fiance 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
But we live with his mother.
You live with his mother?
Yes.
How's that going, by the way?
It's
okay. She's cool. You get along with her. As long as you get along with her. All right. Because mother-in-laws can be very intrusive.
I'm sorry?
I said mother-in-laws could be very intrusive. I'm just I'm waxing poetically. I'm not helping you with immigration. I'm just telling you mother-in-laws could be intrusive. So you got to have a good relationship.
No, she's been nice.
Okay, good.
So far.
Good.
Haven't had any issues with her.
Good. So what's the problem?
My question is, we have to prove that we live together. So how do we do that?
Your mother-in-law writes a letter, says I'm their basic landlord and I give them free rent. And then you get mail addressed to both of you.
No, he does. He contributes to the rent.
Okay, fine. So he contributes to the rent. The landlord will say, I get a check from him as well. So you get something from the landlord as well. You both get mail at that address. Maybe you get joint mail at that address. There's lots of ways to prove you live together. Okay? If you in fact you live together, it's an easy thing to do. All right? So hold on 1 second, and I can help you.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Scylla in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Scylla.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Bar, how are you?
Good, what's going on?
Yeah, I have a question. I've been here since 2002. I filed for the LULAC, and they gave me a work permit with that. Then after they sent me a letter to appear for the interview, and I did not get the letter. They sent me another one saying that...
This is the LULAC? This is going back from 20 years ago?
Yeah, LULAC.
Okay, this is going back 20 years ago. You know what LULAC was?
Yeah, for the people that have been in this country before 1981.
Yeah, well, it was a late amnesty for people who originally were denied amnesty, but then ultimately the court said you qualified and the government denied you because you took a short trip abroad and came back. But all these LULAC cases were resolved 20 years ago, 15 years ago. There's no LULAC anymore. So what is your issue? You've been here now since the early... One second. So you've been here since the early 1980s. You missed your LULAC appointment. Program's over. So now we've got to figure out another way for you to become legal. You've been here for 30 plus years or whatever it is. What family do you have here?
I have two boys.
How old are they?
15 and 12.
Okay. All right. Let's do this, Scylla. Okay? Because, you're going to tell me about your LULAC, but I'm telling you the program doesn't exist anymore. It's done. All right, so we got to figure out another way for you to get a green card. I don't have the answer off the top of my head, but you definitely should have a consultation. So hold on, all right?
Okay.
All right. All right, let's go to Devin in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Devin.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Brad.
How you doing?
I have a question for you, please. On 2009, my mom got a green card through my dad.
Right.
I have 3 younger siblings. On 2012, I got in trouble at school, so my mom spanked me. When I went to school, the next day, I told them what happened, and they contacted CPS, the police. Later, they put her in court and accused her of assault and battery. When we asked a lawyer, he said it was a misdemeanor, and the charge was 2 years probation.
Yeah, I know, but it ends up being a domestic violence for immigration. How old are you, Devin?
I'm 12.
You're 12 years old. So where's your mom now?
She's with me right now.
Okay. You put mom on. Why doesn't mom want to get on the telephone?
Yes, sir. He wants to just explain to you better in English.
Okay, fine. So Devin, where's your mom from?
I'm from Algeria.
You're from Algeria. And you have a green card?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have a concern now because you were found guilty of basically a domestic violence, and the domestic violence can be against a spouse to spouse. It could be against a child. Has immigration come for you or said anything to you?
No, sir.
No. Okay. And how long have you had your green card?
2009.
Since 2009.
February 2009.
So you're concerned about you want to become a citizen? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. All right. You're in New Jersey. I'm in New York. Doesn't take too far to come see me.
I am in Maryland.
Oh, you're in Maryland. Oh, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. I was thinking Marlboro, New Jersey.
Yes.
My apologies. All right. We can talk. We can talk on the telephone. All right. And what I'd like to see is before we talk on the phone, I would like you to go to the court where you were found guilty and get the disposition for what you actually pled guilty to. Okay, let's hope.
Battery. They give me the disposition.
I know, but I don't know. I want to see the disposition because I want to see the actual section of law that you pled guilty to. As smart a man as I am, I do not memorize the Maryland Penal Code. So I would have to look up the penal particular section of law that you pled guilty to and then determine whether or not it's a crime of moral turpitude, it's a petty offense, it's a domestic violence. Just sounds like domestic violence to me, but until I actually see it, I don't know for sure. And then we can determine...
It was in Virginia. The case was in Virginia.
Okay, or then in Virginia. Okay, whatever state it was. And then we can determine the best course of action to help you. Okay? So hold on. I can tell you you're in good hands, so hold on 1 second, all right?
Thank you, sir.
All right. Let's go to... Cute kid, though. Let's go to Gordon in Columbus, Ohio. Gordon.
How are you doing today, Brad?
How you doing?
Good.
What's going on?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came here with a lottery visa about 4 and 7 months ago. I'm trying to do my citizenship in January. But my problem is I didn't put my kids initially on the lottery. Can I put them now when I'm doing my citizenship?
Well, I think if you, you have an issue with misrepresentation because, on the application for your immigrant visa, it asks to name your children. And that application, they're going to pull up on your citizenship. And when you do your citizenship and now there are children that didn't exist before, they're going to say, what the hell? In more or less legal terms. So before you do anything, I don't want you to lie again, but I also want you to understand where you're at and what to do. So hold on, you definitely need a consultation. All right, let's go to Lathan Bessemer in Alabama. No, it's Lathan in Bessemer, Alabama. Is that what it is?
Yes, it is. Hi, Brad. How are you doing?
Okay, what's up? Hi there.
I must say you have a very great show.
Thank you very
much.
much.
Your team is very professional.
I agree 100%. They're all professional. They're very professional. Yes, all I do is I just ride the professional train right behind you. Okay. Lathan, what's going on? What can I do to help you?
All right. I have a situation where I'm calling on behalf of a friend. The situation is that their mother had filed for them. So it's a mother to a daughter situation. And when they filed, let me rephrase that.
Okay.
Hold on, let me rephrase that much as I can. All right. The case is that they have reached a point to interview, and one of the persons, there are two persons on the interview case. One of the persons have been temporarily blocked, I guess, or put on hold or something like that. So I'm just wondering what would be the cause of that. I think it's a situation where they have passed the age of 21 as well.
All right. So mother filed for children, and is this mother a citizen or a resident?
The mother is a citizen.
And did the mother start filing for the children before they were 21?
Yes.
Okay, so then if the mother filed for the children before 21, their age is locked under 21. So turning 21 doesn't do anything because their age is locked under the Child Status Protection Act. So they're still immediate relatives.
So when they should be perfectly okay on the filing, right?
They should be okay. Now, they went for an interview at a U.S. embassy in another country.
No, they're about to go to an interview.
They're about to go to an interview. So what's blocked? There's nothing blocked.
Right.
There's nothing blocked until they go on an interview, and then hopefully it's not blocked. It's you're found inadmissible. You did something wrong, or you get a green card. But as long as the I-130s went in before they're 21, they're still under 21, even if they're over 21.
Right.
All right.
That's what I was thinking.
And if there's any issue for this mother and these children after the interview, come give us a call. We'll see what we can do to help. All right, let's go. Where should we go? Pick a state, Kim. Every state here is on my board.
North Carolina.
All right, how about New Hampshire?
That's close
Is that
enough.
close enough? No, all right, Terry in Nashua, New Hampshire. Terry?
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Brad?
Yes.
How you doing, sir?
Good, what's going on?
Yeah, I got my situation here. I was applying for my asylum, but in the long run, I ended up getting married.
Mm-hmm. You gotta move the question on a little bit here.
Hello?
I'm listening to you. So far, you filed for asylum and you got married.
Yeah, and I got married. But once we were married, we got into a situation with my wife, and it was of infidelity. So I ended up leaving the house. But when I went back to get my stuff, she actually accused me that I actually put my hands on her. Yeah, so I ended up being incarcerated, and then I got arrested, and they charged me for simple assault.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went to the immigration court, I was supposed to get my asylum, and then the judge gave me a withholding of removal.
Okay.
So I don't know, is there any way I can change my status?
No, withholding or removal means that you were not granted asylum. But the judge says your life is in danger if you go back to your home country. So he said, I'm going to give you withholding of removal, which is basically we will not enforce your deportation. The only way you can adjust your status is to reopen your case when and if you become eligible for a green card, perhaps through, you fall in love a second time, something like that. But you're not going to be able to go back. You're not going to be able to go back and revisit your asylum. That's done. How long does what take? Getting married? I don't know. How long does it take to fall in love?
No, I mean, trying to get reopening my case.
Are you married to a second woman right now?
No, right now.
So then you can't reopen it. So if you're not married right now, it will take forever. You can't. You have to be eligible for a green card before you go try to reopen your case.
Okay.
All right. Hold on one second. All right. That was a Dwight. I won't comment. Dwight. From the Bronx.
Hello.
What's up?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, calling here from the Bronx. There's a question that I want to pose to you.
Yes.
I love your show.
Thank you.
That's the first thing.
Thank you.
And I'm from Jamaica.
Okay.
So I came in on a H-2B work permit.
Right. By the way, I love Jamaica, so we're even.
Kingston, Jamaica.
I was in New Kingston. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's where I was working.
Oh, yeah? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so what's
at
up?
the Ligani Club Hotel.
Which one?
The Ligani Club Hotel.
I stayed at the Hilton, I think.
Okay, that is right in front of the
Right.
Ligani
Okay.
Club.
All right, so anyway, what's going on with you?
Yeah, I came here on a...
We were having such a nice conversation.
H2B
Dwight, come
work
back,
permit.
please. I
Hello?
don't hear him.
Hello?
Oh, Dwight. Dwight.
hello?
Okay, we're back now. I see. I didn't hear him. My wires got crossed.
Literally.
Literally. Okay, Dwight, what's going on?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I hear you now.
I came here on a work permit.
H-2B?
H2B.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my visa have been expired.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible after it expired that I can still adjust my status if I get married?
Yes. To a U.S. citizen, absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Hold on.
Yeah, and then the
next
and
question.
then the next question I want to pose to you, since I know of a Social Security, can I use that Social Security?
Yes.
Like if I want a non-ID, if I want
The Social
a state ID.
The Social Security number that you have is a valid Social Security number for the rest of your life. So when you go get married again and you get a work permit, you're not going to apply for a new Social Security number. You're going to keep the same Social Security number. Now, that problem with you and the Social Security number right now is you're not legal to be in the United States of America because you've overstayed your time. So if you go to apply for a state ID or anything like that, they're not going to give it to you, not because you don't have a valid Social Security number, but because you're not in legal status. Once you get married and you file your adjustment, you're in legal status, you can get all the identification you want. But only when that happens. Now, when you ask the question, can I use my Social Security number, the answer is yes, it's a valid number. It doesn't expire because you're out of status. So if you want to pay your taxes or an employer wants to put you on the books and doesn't really care that you are working for him, without proper documentation, your taxes will go through.
Yeah.
Okay?
But I can't get a state ID.
Not until you get married and file the adjustment.
Okay.
Okay? All right, you have to, and the concept is, although you have a valid Social Security number, you're not legal to be in America right now.
Yeah, I understand that.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. All right, let's go to Thomas in Columbia, South Carolina. Thomas.
Oh, hello?
Hey.
Hey,
Hey, no, he's back.
Hello?
Thomas.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, the reason why I'm calling is actually, how are you doing today?
Good.
Today, by the way.
Great.
Good. Yes, the reason why I'm calling is actually about my wife's situation. So what happened is we got married back home in Kenya, and I'm a citizen actually.
Right.
And she came here. We got the 2 years green card, and we filed the I-751, I believe, to remove the conditions, the 2-year condition,
right?
Which we did, and they asked us for evidence, supporting evidence that we're married, and we had all the copy of the the documents, like the bank account, all that.
Did you get approved?
Stuff.
You get approved?
So what happened is we went to the local office, the USCIS local office. We asked them if we can hand it there. They accepted our document, which they shouldn't. And we went back home and just started living our life. And we received the letter on July 20 saying that they have denied our letter to remove the condition because they didn't receive the documents that they requested. So what happened is we went to back to the same office we handed them, and we asked them, hey, we have gave it to you, this documents. And we already told us that it was okay to submit it here, and they denied it. And we went back again after maybe a week after, asked one guy that works there, and he gave us the name and the time and the date that we went there. We gave it to the person. the person that accepted it denied it.
Thomas.
She said that we.
Thomas, what is your question?
Yes, sir.
I understand.
So,
what is your question?
So
I don't need every last detail because we got to get to everybody else. Tell me the question that you have.
So my question is, what should we do since we have all the documents, the copy documents, and the land?
You make a motion to reopen and reconsider within 30 days. That you submitted everything they requested and they're in error.
Okay, so should we
you need a lawyer.
write a letter saying that?
No, you need a lawyer because you've done this all on your own and you've screwed it up royally. Hire a lawyer, make a motion to reopen and reconsider. You have to pay a filing fee. That is the process. Okay, you can write a letter and you probably end up in deportation, which is where this is headed unless you fix it. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right. Let's go to Anthony in Irvington, New Jersey.
Hello.
What's going on?
Hey, Brad. What's up?
What's going on?
Not much. Quick question. I did the biometric last week, right?
Right.
But I need to find out the next step.
The next step? You filed an adjustment application?
Yes.
All right. Well, you're going to get a work permit at some point in time, and then you get your social security number and your driver's license, and then you're going to wait another 6-9 months for an interview. Is this based on marriage?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to wait for an interview, and they want to know you and your wife have an economic relationship and live together.
Oh, in 6 months' time?
6 months, 9 months, 10 months, somewhere in there.
From now or from the time I sent the...
From now.
Wow. And how long is a work permit coming in?
About 5 months from the time that you filed.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Hang in there.
Thank you.
Hang in there.
All right.
All right. Let's go to Nancy in Poughkeepsie. Nancy. Nancy.
Oh, good night.
Good night. How are you?
Okay, I'm a long-time listener.
Thank you.
I've consulted you.
Uh-huh.
Consulted office. I didn't get to you though.
Okay.
But yes, first-time caller, always listening. I
Thank
really
you.
love your show.
Thank you
very
very
informative.
much. Thank you.
Yes. So I'm here. I'm from 2016. Wait, let me just give me a second.
Give her a second. I'm gonna give her a second.
I'm gonna give her a second.
We will wait.
We got time.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm back. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
What is your question?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. I'm waiting for you. I'm patiently
I've
waiting.
been here since 2016. I had called already, as I said. Came here straight out of college. Because I have a child now. She's now 1. My boyfriend had asked me to stay, but then we're planning on getting married. But the relationship isn't going as it was.
Mm-hmm.
It got very abusive.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I decided I'm not going to stay
Okay.
in that relationship no more.
Okay.
So
what do? You didn't get married to him, so it's not an abuse.
no,
and you
because
never-
I'm saying if it's like that and we're not married,
Yeah.
what's going to happen after marriage?
Yeah, you know, person is a person is a person. They don't change. So you are who you are. I don't. So your question is, how do you get a green card? I don't have the answer, but you know where my office is.
No, I don't know. The consultation that I did, it was over the phone.
Okay, so Poughkeepsie's only an hour away, hour
Yeah.
and 15 minutes away. Come down to Manhattan, make an appointment to come see me, and let's figure out your life. Hold on. Let's go to Sinclair in Bowie, Maryland. Sinclair.
Hey, Brad, how you doing?
Sinclair.
Yes, hello? Yes, hello?
Hear Sinclair. I hear Sinclair
Hello?
now. How are you?
Good, Brad.
Okay,
How you
what's
doing?
going on?
Hey, I have a question. First of all, I like your show. I'm a first
First-time. A lot
caller.
of first-time callers today. I like that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's going on is I came here in 2014. I applied for political asylum, but I never got a call for the interview.
Right.
And this has been going for 4 years,
It's going to go on.
I don't really know.
It's going to go on longer, because what Donald Trump is doing is the people who are waiting the longest go to the end of the line. New people who filed asylum applications are getting interviews in 6 months. So you probably will not get an interview maybe for another 12, 24 months is my guess.
Okay.
Just hang in there.
So there's not.
Don't worry. Hang in
Okay.
there.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right?
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Let's go to Kemar in West Roxbury, Massachusetts. Kemar.
Hi, good night.
How are
good
you?
night. How are you?
Wonderful.
I'm not bad. Listening to your show.
Thank you.
I saw your information on Facebook today.
Wow, a lot of people found out about us today. What's going on today?
The sharing is working,
The share-
Brad.
Is that what happens?
See what happens when you guys share?
When you share, actually, people find out about our show.
And you get to help them.
Wow.
Kemar, I hope that you're sharing
What a great
as well.
concept.
Make sure they're sharing as well, too.
My husband is American citizen. We got married in Jamaica. I'm here actually 1 year and about 6 months.
Right.
I supposed to remove my condition. They said 90 days before.
Right.
The time I came in here.
Okay. I was going to hold your hand. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to apply next month because I came here the 17th of April.
Right.
And I want to find out. I have a daughter in Jamaica that she's 27. If my husband could file for her, I'll have to wait till I move my condition.
As long as your daughter is single, you can file for her right now as a permanent resident. But your husband cannot file for her. You don't have to wait to remove the conditions. So as long as your daughter is single, file for her right now. But your husband can't file for her.
Oh, so I can do it although I don't remove my condition again?
That is correct.
Okay.
All right, so get the I-130 filed, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Another problem solved.
Oh, my
God.
All right, we're going to change the Brad Show title to Problem Solvers.
Like the Ghostbusters?
Except my ego will take a hit.
Also, you're the only problem solver, so it's
So
just the
it's a
problem
problem
solver and the
Yes.
sidekick.
I love them. Like, your team is so professional here and helping us. And I'm like, you guys are just here for fun and jokes.
So professional. I was like, did you see
That's
the
it.
beginning of the show late there?
Yeah.
There's nothing professional about that.
Very professional, the two of you.
That's right.
Especially when Jonathan was commenting about the broken penis.
That was the most professional.
That was the most professional comment about a broken penis I've ever heard. The perverts, professional penises.
Pure professionalism.
That is right. It is Hump Day Wednesday.
It sure is.
Do we have, you know what we should do?
Tell me.
Social media check-in.
All right.
All right. We got our first question from Terry, who said, can you get permanent residency with withholding of removal?
Yes. Oh, withholding of removal?
Yes.
No, you cannot get permanent residency from that.
All right. So I have one from Beverly Robinson. She says, hey, I'm Beverly. I'm still waiting for my work authorization. Did biometrics from March, filing for the VAWA, and to date haven't heard anything. Can you tell or at least let me know how long I have?
You did something wrong. That's why you haven't heard anything. Because if you did your biometrics since March and still don't have your work permit, you did something wrong. Give us a call, have a consultation, let's figure it out. But something is wrong.
We've got Almeida, who said, hey, I'm a U.S. citizen already. My mother migrated to Anchorage, Alaska as an immigrant through my grandparents, but unfortunately through all the process and interviews and everything, my sister wasn't able to fly with my mother in 2004 because she was overage at the time. Unfortunately, after living in the States for almost a year, my mom passed away. And she passed away in Anchorage. So what am I going to do for my younger sister? Is there any way that I can take over her case? She's 28 now.
Yes. A sister can take over the case for a deceased mom filing for your sister. It's called humanitarian reinstatement. You just have to show humanitarian reasons why your sister needs to join you in Alaska. We can certainly help.
Even if mom died in 2005?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as the I-130 was already approved.
Perfect.
All right, Julian has a question. I have TPS. I work for a company. They want me to get a green card. Can they?
They can sponsor you. We got to figure out what you qualify for, but yeah, it's a possibility.
Awesome.
Rozzy said, about how much time does an F4 visa take for my brother?
15 years, I think, now.
Oh. All right, Tina Samwaru on YouTube. Regarding a friend, she has a visitor's visa, and the same year she got a divorce. Now she's married to a green card holder, and he put her on an I-130 petition for her. My question is, will that be a problem?
The problem because you filed an I-130? No, but it's a problem if you think you're going to adjust unless he becomes a citizen, or you're going to have to do a provisional waiver to go home and come back.
We've got a question from Diane who said, hey Brad, can someone who's filing for their mother also submit an affidavit of support for someone else whose husband is filing for them?
Yes. You put in all the applications you want for as many people as you want.
But does your income have to change?
Your income has to be higher because you're supporting more people, yes.
All right, Shani, les short bus.
Ooh, you said that in French.
I did, right? That was pretty good.
Did you say bus or bust?
It's boss.
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 But he said it in French, so he said bust.
Oh, it sounded like bust.
Right.
I thought this was like a Hump Day Wednesday name.
Mine in the gutter, Brad.
Yes, my mind is usually there.
Hump Day news is over.
Oh, it's over. All right.
All right, Brad, can you apply for an adjustment of status before your first NTA date in January?
If you have a notice to appear, you got to first deal with the immigration judge.
Pauline is asking for her neighbor. Can someone who lives in Section 8 housing and receives SNAP petition for his wife? His income is $22,000 and he has no dependents.
Yes, you can petition, but it is likely to be denied. Maybe if you get a second affidavit of support, you'll be okay. But they look at the totality of circumstances. He can't support himself. He's getting food stamps. How is he going to support somebody else?
Princess Dyer, if you do your interview for citizenship and you're waiting for your swearing, can you travel outside of the USA without it being a problem?
Yes, as long as you don't stay out for more than 6 months at a time and make sure you're back for your swearing-in date.
So Ahmed Memo sent his passport in when he was filing. We talked to him yesterday. Right, exactly.
I remember that.
So now what he's wondering is, what inquiry do I send to get back my passport, or how do I just start filing for a new passport? What's the process?
I told him yesterday, you ain't getting that passport back. Okay? I mean, it is almost impossible. You can write them and ask for them back, and that letter's going into a black hole. So what you need to do is go to the embassy of your country and apply for a new passport.
All right, iTubeDV on YouTube is asking for a friend follow-up. If the I-485 is ready for an interview, does it mean that it was filed properly? Also, no work permit yet on day 146. How come?
Because they're taking over a year.
Whoa.
Ooh. Whoa.
That is rough.
On the I-45.
So,
over a year.
And the work, so.
Oh, why the work permit?
Yeah, the work
permit. I didn't do your work permit application. I mean, it should be done in 5 months if you did it out properly. So if you're now 145 days and still waiting on that work permit, you're almost 7 months into it. You need to, am I doing this right? 30, 60, 90, 120. Well, you're not even 5 months yet. Hang in there. I did the math wrong. Hang in there. All right, you got to wait 5.5 months.
Okay.
Curly Girl Shauna said, what does a Democratic House mean in terms of the reauthorization of VAWA? Everything should be okay, right?
Not necessarily, because the reauthorization is happening under the old Congress. The new Congress does not come until January 8th or January 10th. The old Congress is going to deal with the reauthorization of VAWA because VAWA is now scheduled to expire on December 7th. My guess is it will remain the same.
All right, Perveen Tahir says, can anyone tell me about DAPA?
DAPA?
DAPA.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. It was the DACA program for parents of U.S. citizen children, and it was struck down by the courts.
Yashawati Barat said, hi, I'm here with my family with a B2 visa. Is there any way that we can be helped? We overstayed.
Maybe. give me a call. I help lots of people who overstay.
Boom.
All right. Anonymous is asking for a friend.
I always get scared from Anonymous because I think that's the guy who was like from the WikiLeaks. We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah. Right, but this person has a name. They're just saying they want to be.
Oh, they want to be anonymous.
Yes.
That's right. In fact, we do know that this person is not Julian Assange.
Oh,
for
okay,
a fact.
fine. And
Yes,
it's not Gunter 2.0. What was
No.
the other guy's name? Who Roger Stone was talking to? Gunter. Guccifer.
Guccifer. Surely his name was not Guccifer.
Guccifer 2.0. If there's a Guccifer 2.0 who asks the question, run.
Not Guccifer.
All right, okay,
It's
fine.
not
Anonymous.
All right, Anonymous is asking for a friend. Is there a waiver for misrepresentation? Her having a baby while on a B2 visa beyond her control. She's worried about this being a problem when applying for a DV lot.
Well, there is a waiver, but there's no waiver for the DV lottery.
Fox Racing said, hey Brad, if an illegal applicant submitted a DV lottery entry in the U.S. and this applicant wasn't selected, would USCIS issue an order of deportation considering that this DV lottery applicant is undocumented?
No, they would not, because the DV lottery does not go to the USCIS or ICE. It goes to the U.S. State Department.
All right, Marge Higgs has a question asking for a friend. If he does a police clearance, does he have to do a biometric, and how long does it take to get a response?
A police clearance for what? I'm confused. Police clearance from another country?
Doesn't say.
You have to go through the process of getting a police clearance from that particular country. If you want a police clearance from a particular jurisdiction, you'll fingerprint at that jurisdiction. They'll check your records.
Yeah, but if he does it, does he still have to do a biometric?
Yes.
That was the question.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood.
Perveen is trying to get some roots down here, Brad, because Perveen wants to know, could an asylum seeker buy a home here?
Yes, they can. Someone out of status can buy a home. You have to have no status, you can buy a home, or any status. Absolutely.
All right, Baby Voice Grant on YouTube says, I got married in 2017. I was an H-2B, but I came home. I was never out of status. My husband started filing for me in May 2018. Do you think it will cause a problem with getting my green card because he's a citizen? I'm in Jamaica.
You got to say that again.
I got married in 2017. I was the H-2B. So she came home, but she was never out of status. Then her husband started filing for her in May 2018.
It's not a problem. She'll get her green card.
Lexi and Tringo Foster would like to know, when can an October 2016 F2A visa category filer expect to get an interview?
What category?
F2A.
F2A, and
F2A.
what is the priority date?
October 2016.
October 2016.
We got all the info this time around.
That's correct.
It's rare I have all the answers for you.
You don't have all the answers for me. You have all the facts for me.
You
have no answers.
I have no answers.
You have no answers
Only questions.
for me.
This
Right.
is true.
And mostly questions to your questions.
I have a question for you. Why should it take so long if we have high-speed internet access here for me to access the visa bulletin? Oh, there it
Yeah,
goes.
we have a tunnel.
Yes. They're up to September 15th, 2016. What is her priority date?
October 2016.
You're probably 2 months, 3 months at most.
Woot.
All right. Beverly Robinson King says, I'm still waiting my work authorization. Did biometrics from March, filing for the VAWA, and to date haven't heard anything. Can you say how long I do have?
You should have gotten it already. Something screwed up. I think I answered this question already.
Did you?
Yeah.
I did not hear that.
How many more we got?
Hold on. I gotta refresh my page. Oh my goodness, they keep coming in. We got a bunch more, Brad. We got a bunch more.
All right, let's go.
Shani said, can you apply for an adjustment of status before your first NTA court date?
No, we answered that too.
No, but she.
I said no. You have to do it through the NTA. Do it through the immigration judge.
She had a follow-up.
Oh, okay.
But now I've lost the follow-up.
All right, so let's do this.
Oh, there it is.
We got it. Oh, you have it.
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's have it.
So would it be a problem if the adjustment of status was in fact sent in before that NTA date?
It's not a problem. You're just going to be denied the adjustment and you wasted your money and your time. All right, so let's go to Beatrice in Alabama. Beatrice. Beatrice. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Okay. I have a friend from Jamaica.
Uh-huh.
He overstayed his B1, B2 visa.
Right.
And he's out on bond. He got detained in El Paso.
Okay.
And he's got to change your venue to go to court in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
So I want to know, what are his chances of being deported?
He's going to get deported unless he has a claim for asylum, or he's eligible for a green card, or he's been here for more than 10 years and has family here. Do any of those apply to him?
Could you repeat that?
You can apply for cancellation of removal if you've been here for more than 10 years and you have family here. You can beat your immigration case if you're eligible for a green card, like you're married to him and you're a U.S. citizen. Or perhaps he has some sort of asylum claim or Convention Against Torture claim, something of that nature.
Okay.
All right.
We're planning to get married, but they hadn't gave him a court date yet. So
then Beatrice, marry him now. You don't have time to wait around to look for a white dress. Go marry him.
Okay.
And then give me a call. All right?
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Let's go to Claudia in Plainfield, New Jersey. Claudia.
Yes, hi. Good night. I have a question. My sister, her dad filed for her like 13 years ago. She had a son who was 8 years old at the time. So she finally got her interview, but they aged him off the paper. He just turned 21 last September. Well, September just passed.
He should be eligible under Child Status Protection Act if he just turned 21. And the sister.
Yeah, he just turned 21 in September, September 29th.
Then you should contact me because he's probably eligible under the Child Status Protection Act.
Okay. Is there a number that I could contact you other than the 800 number?
That is the number to contact me on. Hold on 1 second, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Siobhan in Brooklyn, New York. Siobhan.
Hi, good night.
Good night.
My brother got arrested. His case was dropped, and now they're sending him a letter stating that he is getting deported.
He got a letter to go before a judge, a notice to appear.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It tells him that the date he came in the country, which was like in 2004.
So he needs a good lawyer. He can't show up to
He
court
needs
by
a
himself.
lawyer?
Yeah, you want to know why? Because
I'm listening.
statistically, if you show up to immigration court without a lawyer, you have less than 10% chance of winning. If you show up with a lawyer, you have like an 80% chance of winning. That's the statistics. Hold on.
And
then if you show up with a good lawyer, then I guess it goes up higher. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. There we go. All right. Wow. Belgium, Kim.
Yeah.
I think I have done my job tonight.
My God, have you
Jonathan
ever?
Yo-Yo Elias, if ever I wanted to get out of here for Hump Day, today is the day.
Yes, it is.
I have given out more free advice than I did yesterday. I had no analogy. I was looking for a very.
This is the most in a while.
I was looking for a very, very funny or poignant analogy, and I couldn't come up with anything.
I mean, yeah, but that was a niche analogy you were going for. I've given out more advice. Like, who gives out a ton of advice all the time?
Correct.
I guess a lot of people.
All right. So we're going to check.
Yeah.
With Marge Higgs or Bell or Groundhog Sam, where are we at with sharing?
You know, Brad, they got stuck. They got to 267 and got stuck for forever, and then now they've been at 296 and got stuck again.
So they didn't make it.
You guys. But that still means.
What about views on YouTube?
We got up to 93, I saw us.
You know, the easiest way to get views on YouTube is share the link.
Exactly.
On WhatsApp.
Get
on
that
WhatsApp.
All your friends.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right, we have comments of the day.
Oh, do we ever, Brad?
Let's hear.
The people were great. Will Fredo on Facebook said, I love you guys, even if I don't get to listen to the whole show. I share it, and I text a lot of people. I really respect Brad and your team.
Oh, very nice.
And we're so professional.
I like that.
The professional.
Was that the person who said we were professional?
No. But we are.
I love that you guys are professional.
I love that we're very professional.
But the funniest part of that call was, he didn't say anything about me.
No.
He's like, hi, Brad. I just want you to know the two guys next to you, they're very professional.
So professional.
Maybe it was being sarcastic.
I don't know.
Maybe. Do you think he saw us like doing our things
I don't
over
know.
here?
I don't know. I don't know.
Our second comment of the day was from YouTube, was from Papa Larry on YouTube, who said, I like the way you help us understand and explain things, Brad.
I'm pretty good at my job.
You too.
Thank you.
He said that during your election rundown.
Oh, really?
He was like, thank God.
I would be good on CNN also.
Yes, you would.
You would.
Yes.
Hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge,
That's
CNN.
right. Come on, CNN.
Hi.
Holla at your boy.
That's 1-800. First Lady Leah kind of summed it all up. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Angela Barat, before that, said, I'm laughing so much that my baby is looking at me thinking this mommy is crazy.
You may very well be if you're laughing at us, not liking it.
That's a great tagline though for our show.
Yeah.
It's like, so funny, we'll make your babies look at you
like
crazy.
Exactly.
And then finally from First Lady Leah, she's got the question that's on everybody's mind. How can anyone not love this show?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. Well, we're going for our awards on Friday. We'll find out if anybody really loves our show or not. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe. 5:30 tomorrow. See you then. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK. 1-800-529-5465. What are you doing?